Alright, what's up guys? You're here at home with me, Chef Lover Tino. Some of you already know me, some of you don't. If you've watched the Food Network, you've watched me on Cutthroat Kitchen, where I had to battle it out with 3 other chefs who are not as good as me. But however, you know, we battled it out, had a blast. So what I'm going to do is take some everyday home ingredients that you might have. And I say might because a lot of you aren't chefs, some of you are. So what I have before you right now is extra light, extra virgin olive oil. I have some honey. I have crushed red peppers, black pepper, kosher salt, diced pineapples. I have some minced ginger. I have some large pink shrimp that have already been washed, peeled, and deveined. I have fresh ginger, some wonderful whole grain brown rice, and right here inside my wonderful 4-cup Pampered Chef, I have some green beans. So a lot of times you come home, you don't know exactly what you want to eat. Sometimes you look in your refrigerator, you may be like, hey, I don't know what I have, I don't really have anything. But these are simple, everyday things that you could actually just use, throw something together real quick. I'm gonna tell you a secret. These are steamables. Yes, I said steamables. The ones you take right out of the freaking freezer, put them in the microwave, 6 minutes or so, and they're done. Brown rice, instant brown rice. You might not have the 40 minutes that it takes to normally make it. So, we're gonna get started here. The first thing I want to do is quickly slice up some of my ginger using one of my favorite knives. You don't need a whole lot of this. Ginger goes a very long way. So you just want to kind of mince it real quick. Using my Downstone knives, this job is so much easier and it doesn't take all that long. Literally takes a second to just mince it up real quick. And just like that, that's done. So what I want to do is just slide this to the side and leave that out the way. Now, turn on your skillet. You want kind of sort of medium to high. Mine's go all the way to high, so I'm gonna turn it to 4. That'll give me that medium to high flame that I'm looking for. These Vitakraft skillets are very, very good. Stainless steel. The heat just travels through the entire skillet very, very evenly. It's not a hard cleanup or anything. And as you can see, just having them, they actually just look good. Very lightweight. And believe it or not, each one of these probably weigh about the exact same weight or so. Neither one of them feel any different than the other one. And that's what I love about them. So we're going to let this heat up just a little bit. And we're going to take our oil, add the oil, and we're going to go ahead and start the process. This entire process should take you no longer than, I want to say, about a good 10 minutes. And the reason why I say 10 minutes, I could go into that whole 30-minute meal thing, but what people don't tell you is that the time that it takes to actually prep all your ingredients, you went over that 30 minutes already. So we want to kind of be real here with that. So again, you're waiting for your heat. You don't want it too high because you don't want to burn anything up real quick, you know. But the extra light olive oil actually is very, very good for sauteing, frying, and grilling. And you can actually use it in baking. So all you out there that like to bake, you can actually use the extra light olive oil as well. Okay, so that's a little warm. I'm gonna go ahead and pour maybe a teaspoon of oil. And that's all you need. Just need enough to coat the bottom of this skillet. Take your shrimp, nice large pink shrimp. Instantly you hear the spear. Put them in, leave them alone. You only get that good sear when you put it in the skillet and you leave it there. You know, and what happens is that heat that transfers from that pan begins to caramelize the opposite side of what you put in that skillet. You know, you could go ahead and start moving them around and sauteing them. I don't really want to do that. Then it's not necessarily searing. You know, so just leave them there. Shrimp, maybe about a minute to a minute and a half on each side. Then they're pretty much done. In this case, we only want to do a minute on each side because we're actually going to add other ingredients right in this pan with the shrimp. And we just want to go ahead and get everything incorporated, and we don't want to overcook the shrimp. And from the looks of it, it might not even take a minute, so we'll give it about 20 more seconds. We'll flip them. And then we're going to start adding all that extra goodness into it. And then I'm going to take you through the process of a simple plating. Not all super extra fancy, it doesn't have to be. Again, you're cooking at home. But if you want to wow people, you know, the simplest thing will wow some people. So now, I've seen a lot of people actually take this and they leave the tail on the shrimp. Now what you do, that's up to you. I mean, you want to leave the tail on, fine. But when I'm eating a nice meal, the last thing I want to do is turn around, be eating my food. Now I got to actually pick up my shrimp, pull the tail off, and go ahead and put the food back together and start eating my shrimp. I don't want to do all that. So now we're just going to go ahead and turn them real quick. And as you can see, the caramelization that has started on the outside of these things is absolutely wonderful. Really, 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 really good. Let's see if I can get just a little bit closer so you can almost smell it. Smell it? Okay, I'm backing it up. So yeah, so go ahead and turn these. Now that we have turned these, what I want to do is I want to take a pinch more oil, just like so. Then I want to add a dash of salt, like that. Dash of the pepper, like that. I'm going to add in my ginger. And at this point, I even want to turn my flame down just a little bit. So I put my ginger in. Now at this point, you can go ahead and you can start moving it around. Because now you want to incorporate all those wonderful flavors. Okay? So you got to be careful here because you don't want anything to burn. So again, it doesn't take shrimp long at all. Pour in your garlic. Garlic only takes a second. So remember that when you're putting everything together in your skillet. You know, this is a large skillet. I did that on purpose because I like to have the room. I don't like a little small skillet and you can't really do much with it. Now from this point, take your crushed red peppers. Toss your crushed red peppers in. Toss your pineapples in. Take a pinch of your green beans into the same skillet. Okay? So now you move all those around. Already, if you were here, you can just smell the different aromas just coming through, man. It's just, it's amazing. You know? So now, last thing. Good old-fashioned honey. Now with the honey, I'm on about a tablespoon. I do a tablespoon because I like the flavor of it. It's going to hit it with that pineapple. And it doesn't take long. Again, this takes what? Like I said, about 10 minutes max. And it's done. You know, you want a nice light meal, something that you can just do on the fly. And this is it. Taking only a hot second. Now, I do this because I want to make sure it's alright with flavor. So I take a little piece, it's hot. Okay. I like that. I like that. Enough flavor, it's got enough salt, got just the right amount of sweetness to it, and everything. And just like that, guys, you are absolutely done. Just that quick. You have your own at-home sauteed shrimp with pineapples, green beans, crushed red peppers. Now real quick, we're going to go ahead and I'm going to take you through a little easy plating tutorial. Some people may say, well, why do you have a black plate and not a white plate? Well, I couldn't find my freaking white plate, so get over it. Now you just take your rice. Again, your minute brown rice. Might take 2 minutes, I'm sorry. So, I think it's a 2-minute rice. A lot of times it's center of the plate, so I'm going to keep it like that. So you guys can just get an idea of what I'm doing. I'm going to put a generous portion because why? For a generous person, you want to have a generous portion. Then what you do, just take some, put your green beans, bring your plate close, put your pineapples in there. Don't be stingy on the shrimp, please. Don't be stingy on the goodness of the pineapples. Get all those flavors in there. And just like that, ladies and gentlemen, we are done. Here you have it, a quick, at-home meal that probably took me altogether about 20 minutes with prep and everything. And this is your pineapple, ginger, honey, sauteed shrimp with green beans and brown rice. So if you have any questions, please comment below the video. You can find me on Facebook, Tino Harris. You can find me on Instagram, Iron Chef 2007. I'll see you guys soon. Take care.